Stephen Fenech from Tech Guide here. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Logitech StreamCam. Here it is sitting on top of my MacBook Pro. It's ideal for a couple of uses. Obviously for creating content. If you really love live streaming, this is an ideal product for you, whether you're streaming to Facebook, to YouTube, Twitch, to Instagram. But in these times where we're making a lot of video calls from home, this is also ideal for your video chat, Skype, Zoom. We've been using a lot of those meetings in these times where we're working from home, and the Logitech StreamCam gives you full high definition at up to 60 frames per second. It connects via a USB-C port as well, and it can be used horizontally or vertically. You can actually unclip the camera so you can use it in the vertical position, because some people may want to create some content for Instagram, for example. So, and here is the stream from the camera. So you're seeing live the vertical view here. And of course, that's, as I said, great if you want to create content for Instagram. But you can also then switch it back to the normal horizontal mode, which I'll do right now. We are back then to our normal view. I'll just adjust the screen a little bit there. Now, this is a device that can be used, as I said, for live streaming, for your online meetings. So it works well with Mac and Windows computers, so you can, no problem there, whatever operating system you happen to be using. The mount as well mounts really easily, as you can see, can mount easily to your laptop or to your monitor. You might have this on top of your desktop monitor, so if you want to easily position it. It also has a few cool features built in, and I'll go back to the stream now. So this is the stream coming out of the Logitech camera, full HD at up to 60 frames per second. This software we'll talk about in a moment. This is called the Logitech Capture software. The camera has that own software. It's a free download. No extra cost here there. But there are some great features built in to help you do things like have smart focus and exposure. So there's an AI enabled face tracking, so it can keep your face in focus while you're doing your videos. It can handle not only the automatic focus, but also tracking your face, but also helps with the exposure too, no matter what sort of lighting conditions you have as well. And it's got a built-in microphone. But if you want to connect your own microphone, you can do that. So if you may have a separate standalone mic you want to use, you can actually connect that through to the computer, and then it'll take that audio from there. But audio out of this is actually pretty good. I've used this camera. I used it for my Sky News live crosses on Saturday mornings. Tune into Sky News Weekend Edition about 9:20 every Saturday. That's my tech segment. And because of the coronavirus restrictions, I've been streaming in from this very studio here, and I've been using the Logitech camera to facilitate just a slightly better quality stream. It is 1080 full HD. So it offers a decent result for your stream, whether it's live or whether you're just recording. You can just record content. You can also obviously have it for your video meetings as well. You can also connect it. I've got it connected right now to the MacBook here, and it's running through the Logitech Stream software that you can see right here. But it is also possible, and now what you're looking at now, I've just switched to QuickTime. So rather than me using the MacBook's camera, I'm using the Logitech camera. So rather than me using the MacBook's built-in FaceTime camera, I've decided through QuickTime to use the Logitech streaming camera instead. So it gives you that flexibility. But back to the Logitech Capture software here, and this gives you a lot of options for your videos, including obviously easy connection, connect your microphones. It's got, you can even control, if you want to change your frame rate, you've got all those selections down here on the left hand side. There's all the other options too for image stabilization, for backlight correction. We'll turn those off. Auto framing, which I can put on, so it's already zooming right into me, as you can see from there, but I'll keep that off for the moment. There's also other tools you can use as well. It looks after, look, it does all the heavy lifting in terms of your video, in terms of your exposure, tracking. So that's just one less thing you have to worry about. So the camera itself has all of that built in. There's also the option too, if you like, you can also create screen effects, text overlays as well. And just to jazz up your videos, whether it's live or whether it's recorded content, you can do that as well. Let's have a look at the effects that we can create here. Let's go down the list here. So you can, there's the option of creating a watermark. There's also the option of creating a text overlay. So if we're going to do this live right here. So where do I type something that's, if I can work out where to type, now here we go. So I can type in here what my name. If I want to change that, I can. But that's just a handy little feature that allows you to label yourself, or maybe best example would be, say you're in a Facebook live video and you might have a question, or you're on YouTube, whatever live platform you happen to be using, you can cut and paste the question and put it right down in that field right there. Instead of me typing in my name, there might be a question from a live Facebook session that I'm doing, and just as an example, what is the best TV to buy, if I can type properly, right now? So that might be an example of a question that I might receive on Facebook, for example, during a Facebook live session. I can just cut and paste actually the question from Facebook and just pop it right in there. We'll turn that off for a minute. Now the other things you can do, there are some scene effects, as you can see here, and I'm not looking directly in the camera because I'm looking down at the software here. So there are some filters you can pop in, and I'm just going to try these live. Whoa! So there's all these. Oh, that's like a sepia tone. Whoa, that's all gone all blue. Oh, there we go. That's another black and white effect. Oh, that's totally black and white now. Whoa, a bit of overexposure. Whoa, that's ugly. Whoa, here we are. I'm a negative now. We've gone to the negative, and then back to normal. It might be scary for some people, but the camera itself is it's a handy little tool. It doesn't cost a lot of money. $229 is not too bad for the quality that you're getting here. And it does give you that option of creating all these different effects. Let's go back and check out those effects, actually, some more here. There's the camera lets you choose your frame rate. So we're currently at 25 frames per second. As you can see, you can go up to 60 frames per second. And the microphone we've discussed as well. You can choose to the default microphone is actually in the camera itself, or you can actually no, the default microphone is through the microphone that I'm using, actually through my A10 Mini Pro. But you can choose to connect straight through the computer, or you can stream it through the camera itself. The camera itself has its own built-in microphone. The default microphone is the microphone that I've actually got in my setup here in the studio. So that's a handy little option there. So looking after your video, looking after your audio, and gives you the ability to look after your frame rates. It does also allow you to maybe display some media. So if you've got some images, you can display them. So put them up on your screen to do that as well. It gives you also the option of connecting a second camera. So if you want to do like a split screen, so if I had a second camera and I went here, so it's actually taking both cameras and giving it two different views on the screen. But if I did have a second camera, I could put different views on each of these cameras. So this could be a main camera, this could be another camera. The software can handle two cameras. Let's go back to one screen. But the camera, if you can look at the top left hand corner here, The camera can handle both camera 1, camera 2, and that's where the split screen feature comes in. And down the bottom here, you'll notice that there's a record button. There's even an option to take a still image, and you've also got monitoring of your mic, of your speaker, all at the bottom right hand corner as well. So this is the Logitech Capture software that's doing all this work. This is free, by the way, on this download, so you can see how that will all work, and how you can put down that this will recorded live through that camera. So pretend this is a live video that we've created for you here, just to demonstrate just some of the features of the Logitech StreamCam. Really handy, especially in this day and age where we are doing a lot more work from home. But also, a lot of people are creating their own live content. They want to be able to broadcast themselves, create social media content. This can be used horizontally and vertically, so it hasn't forgotten. Your Snapchatters, Instagrammers can still have that option as well. Really easy to mount. In fact, if you want to unscrew this from the little attachment here, if you do take it out, you can actually mount the camera itself on a tripod. So that's a handy feature there as well. So it's really versatile way to record yourself, to do your live streams. As I said, I've used this on live TV. It's a really good solution, offers a great quality, 1080p, up to 60 frames per second. The sound is pretty good from it as well, although I'm using different audio. But that's the beauty of it. You get the choice. If you have a better microphone, you're able to use it. And if you want to connect a second camera, you can do that as well. All up, pretty interesting product, the Logitech StreamCam. Give you one last look at it. Here it is there. It is available in black and graphite. I think this is the graphite one. And it's $229.95 Australian dollars. If you're serious about your live streaming, if you want to create your own content, if you want to look your best for your next video briefing or your video meeting, then the Logitech StreamCam is a great choice.